Namaskar viewers, myself Vikram Talwar. Welcome all of you on your own YouTube channel Astro Journey, a Divine Voice. Viewers, today we are going to discuss about the technique of predicting timing of events in life with the combination of planetary progression and transit in Nadi astrology. But before starting our discussion, I would like to request all my viewers to please subscribe my channel, and when they subscribe it, please press the bell icon on the side so that all my um, notifications reach to you well on time. I also request my viewers to please share my channel, give your valuable comments, and like my videos. So viewers, let's start our discussion. Viewers, our today's topic for discussion is predictive astrology and planetary progression and transit. Presently, I am talking on transit and prediction of various transits and progression which influences a native's life. We all know that nothing is stationary in this world. From our birth, all the nine planets will keep on moving, some fast, some slow, and some very slow. We should know the time taken for all those to move in each Rashi. Sun transverse 1 degree per day and remains in the same Rashi for a month. Sun travels 1 degree per day and remains in the same Rashi for a month. At the same time, Moon travels 12 to 13 degrees per day. These two are very fast moving planets. As far as Jupiter is concerned, it takes 1 year to move from one sign to another sign, while Saturn takes 2.5 years to move from one house to another. But Rahu and Ketu resides in the same house for 18 months before transiting to the next house. So in this discussion, our focus here will be on a very slow moving planets Jupiter, Saturn, Rahu, and Ketu. As they remain for a considerably long time in a house in their respective transits, their effect can be vividly felt on our life. Thus, they contribute important events makers for great themes of life such as marriages, childbirth, moving abroad, sickness, or even death. The most important thing to note here is this technique proposed to consider that planetary progression movement for each planet is reflected by an equal number of years as it takes them to circle the. When we talk about Jupiter, as it takes roughly 12 years to circle a zodiac, we consider it influences each house sign for 12 years each, starting from its birth position. For example, given that there are 30 degree per sign, we can proportionately calculate that Jupiter crosses 2 degree 30 minutes per year. That is 30 degree in 12 years. For example, if the natal Jupiter is at 0 degree to Scorpio, then its influence lasts for 12 years in Scorpio, starting at birth. Alternatively, if the Jupiter is at 2 degree 30 minutes in a sign at a birth, then 11 years of its influence remains on its natal birth sign. Then the next sign will be 12 to 23 years. In this way, it will complete its natal sign approximately. Jupiter covers 30 degree in 12 years and 2 degree 30 minutes in 1 year. In this following birth chart, we had given that in each year of life, how many degrees Jupiter cover in one sign for the uh, easy calculation for our viewers. Like in first year, it covers 2 degree 30 minutes. In second year, it covers 5 degrees. In third year, it covers 7 degree 30 minutes. In fourth year, it covers 10 degree. In fifth year, it covers 12 degree 30 minutes. In sixth year, it covers 15 degree. In seventh year, it covers 17 degree 30 minutes. In eighth year, it covers 20 degree. In ninth year, it covers 22 degree 30 minutes. In 25th year, in 10th year, it covers 25 degrees. In 11th year, it covers 27 degree 30 minutes. In 12th year, it covers 30 degree. In 14th year, 23 degree 20 minutes. In 15th year, 25 degree. In 16th year, 26 degree 40 minutes. In 17th year, 28 degree 20 minutes. In 18th year, 30 degree. And friends, when we discuss about Saturn, it takes 30 years for one full round. So it shows its influence for 30 years per sign, starting from its birth sign. This amount to proportionately 1 year for each degree. And for example, 11 degrees natal Saturn indicates 19 years influence left on the natal sign in terms of ages. In 30 years, Saturn covers 30 degree in planetary progression and 1 degree for 1 year. In this slide, we are going to take up an example how a marriage took place when we blend Kark Tattva significators of the house, progression of the planets and transit of the planets, and how we are able to calculate the timing of an event in the native's life. In Nadi, trine holds importance. Planets placed in 1, 5 and 9 are important for any event. They always affect each other in native's horoscope. Lagan is not taken into consideration as Jupiter is taken as a starting point for annual prediction. However, the Prashrid Dasha and Bhukti should also be considered while predicting. The effects of Nari transit will be explained through the example chart. In these examples, you will find the outer three boxes showing the respective ages and signs related to Jupiter, Rahu, Ketu, and Saturn. In this example, we will calculate the event of marriage in a native's life. Let us discuss about the placement of planets in the native's chart. The Lagna of the native is 25 degree 59 minutes. Mars is placed in second house in Scorpio sign 28 degree 53 minutes. Rahu is placed in fifth house 27 degree 41 minutes. Saturn is in seventh house, which is retrograde at 15 degrees 15 minutes. Venus and Moon are situated in 10th house. Venus is at 18 degree 34 minutes. Moon is at 11 degree 13 minutes. Surya, Sun is at 21 degree 56 minutes. Ketu 27 degree 41 minutes. Now we will see the progression of Jupiter, Rahu and Ketu, and how this progression is combined with the transit of Jupiter and Saturn, and how blending with the Kark Tattvas of the planet, transit and progression, we will arrive at a final conclusion and time the event in the native chart, that is his marriage. As you all see in this example chart, native's marriage took place in 42nd year of his life. Now, if we see Mercury and Jupiter are placed in the 12th house, Mercury is at 18 degree 17 minutes, Jupiter is at 16 degree 14 minutes. Now, if we talk about the progression of Jupiter, it remains for his birth to 6 years in the 12th sign, from 6 to 18 years in the Lagna, and then Jupiter progresses 18 to 30 years in the second house, and 30 to 42 years in the third house, and 42 to 54 years in the fourth house. Jupiter progressed 54 years of his life to 66 years in the fifth house, and 66 to 78 years in the sixth house. At the same time, if we see, the progression of Rahu is 0 to 18 years in the fifth house. As we all know, Rahu always moves in a retrograde motion, so its progression will also be taken into consideration into the retrograde motion. Rahu's progression of the Rahu of the progression remains in fourth house from 18 to 36 years of native life, and at the same time, when we see the progression of Ketu is from 0 to 18 years of life in 11th house, and 18 to 36 years of life in the 10th house, 36 to 54 years of life in the 5th house, and 54 to 72 years of life in the 6th house. Friends, we all know that Venus is the significator of marriage and wife. So, if we see the Venus, that is the natural significator of wife and marriage, is under continuous constraint of Ketu from 18 to 36th year of life. And in the 42nd year of life, the Jupiter of the transit from 5th to 6th house. And at the same time, the Saturn of the transit was transiting from the 12th house. Now, if we see the Mangal Mars, who is the honor lord of the 7th house in the birth chart, is placed in the second house, over which the Jupiter of progression was progressing at the age of 18 to 30. But at the same age, the natural significator of the marriage was under constant constraint of Ketu. Now, when this transit happened in the 42nd year of life, the Ketu moved from 10th house to 5th house, releasing its constraint on the natural significator of the marriage and wife. And also in the transit, you can see the Jupiter is in the trine connection with the natural significator of marriage and wife, Venus, that is in 8th house, and with the lord of the 7th house of the native chart, that is placed in the second house. At the same time, the Jupiter of progression is expecting the natural significator of marriage and wife, Venus, that is placed in the 10th house from the 4th house. And we can also see the Saturn is also expecting by its 7th aspect the Jupiter of transit, and at the same time Jupiter of transit is expecting the Saturn of the transit. Saturn, who is the Karka, who is the significator of the karma, as marriage is also a beginning of a karma with our counter better half. So when all these conditions come under the favorable combination of the planets, the marriage of the native happens. So in these examples, we studied how we can predict the event in the marriage by blending the significators of the house, planets, transit, and progression of the planets. Friends, today I am ending my discussion on this topic, and soon I will come back with some more examples. Till then, please keep subscribing my channel, giving your valuable comments, like my videos, and share with your friends and family. Namaskar.